witnessed this kind of abracadabra before. Our courts are dragged into it, our systems are dragged into it, because one man who have been indulged over time, not made any substantial contribution to democracy, has said crisis, wants to control a state, so that he feels after being brought by Faswaju in 2031 when he must have destroyed the party, then he will be the only one with the resources and capacity to run as a VP or support somebody, run as the president or support somebody and be a VP. And that is why I must collect rivers like it's a private estate and keep it. That's saying in God. This will not work. This whole thing is about somebody's desperation to seize the structures of a state that is not his own. One man. That's why they must pretend to assuage that they love him, so that they see if they can get some backings or use institutions around him to continue to advance their selfish interests. And I want the president to celebrate the separatists. It's not a city war. It's a personal agenda. And you're losing mileage every day that is acting on your care, because that's what people believe. Is that investing the job you gave him? Or you should come into the ring and do politics.
So I watched through this interview of Honorable Ugochinyere. I mean, this man has been a thorn in the flesh of Wike. But please, as always, subscribe to this channel, like, share, and keep your comments as well. Let us know what you think. But as I watched through this speech by this Honorable Ugochinyere of PDP, in his response to Wike regarding the drama that happened at the Assembly quarter, the Rivers State Assembly quarter, where the Rivers speaker, the pro-Wike Rivers speaker, shut the gate and wouldn't let Fubara come in. And Wike's response to say that Fubara's letter to the House of Assembly speaker is useless. Ugochinire's response is quite substantial, and I'll say why it's quite substantial. Is because if you've checked our previous videos about this entire issue, you would see that we've analyzed it. I've analyzed it over and over, saying that the entire thing that Wike is doing is the advancement of his own personal goal. And I think this statement that Ugochinyere made is a confirmation of that. Because all Wike literally is doing is looking at the system that Tinubu was able to machinate in Lagos State, the system of Godfatherism that Tinubu was able to, clone in Lagos State. It's not different from what has happened in places like Anambra before, or what Oshomole has tried to do in Edo State as well. It's a case of one man looking at how Tinubu got into power, became president. First of all, was in the House, State House, and then became a governor. From there, became the godfather of Lagos State, where he started choosing who becomes governor after him. So literally, the man has been governor since 1999, and has left and had become governor through other people, and before he became president. So Wike has looked at that same pattern, and he's felt like I have a right to want to be the same. So I will, strong hand whoever becomes the speaker, or sorry, whoever becomes the governor of Rivers State, and still remains the person who gets whatever he wants to get from Rivers State, and then dictate what happens in Rivers State. So every time I watch Ugochinyere respond to Wike, now by the way, I think APC and PDP are one and the same. Okay, so just to put it out there, it's not I don't want to even see any of those two parties near Nigerian leadership position moving forward from 2027. But in his response to Wike, you can see how he calls out a selfish ambition. I wanted to lay claim over Rivers State just so that he can advance his goal of becoming president or vice president at some point later in the future. So literally, he's burning down Rivers State, claiming that he's fighting for the rule of law, and using the lawmakers to foment trouble for Rivers State. That's why he can literally say Fubara can be impeached if he has breached the rule or law. So because all he literally is using right now is using the lawmakers to fight the battles that he wants, so that If eventually Fubara is taken out of the way, it can then say, all right, we have this deputy speaker whom no one's had anything of from anyway, and all of these old kerfuffle happening in Rivers State. But it can then say we can impute our own person in, and then they can have their way moving forward. And they can lay claim to leave Rivers State. Now, there's also a bigger picture here as well that I don't want Nigerians to lose. I don't want Rivers people to lose out. The Rivers State's rigging was what brought Tinubu into presidency, because it is allegedly confirmed that Rivers State was rigged, because it is allegedly believed as well that Peter Obi won Rivers State, but it was rigged. And then that's exactly the tool or the ticket that Wike used to get into becoming the FCT minister. So there's a bigger picture here, even though you can see that, oh, Tinubu called for peace accord between the both of them. But you can see it's just playing to the gallery, in my opinion. They still need to leave River State because there's still a lot of issue with Edo State right now. So they still need River State. They still need to get stronger in River State so that come 2027, that's going to be another tool for them to rig, another state for them to rig. You see my point? So there's a bigger chess game going on here. That's why you have to subscribe to this channel, because we break this down, give you bigger insight. That's why we'll call the strategists. We give you a bigger insight into what you can see happening, how the political game plan is actually going. It's a chess game. You can't play checkers in the game of chess. All right. So again, if you're meeting this content for the first time, or if you've not yet subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button. To help us push this content out, we need to make sure Nigeria works. This entire chaos and madness happening all over Nigeria. It's in Lagos, it's in Rivers State, it's happening across the entire land and breadth of the nation. Politicians have turned our country into their own, chess games. They move the pieces all around. They move the king, they sit down as king and queens, and they push the pawns, they push the knights and the rooks and the bishops to go and die so that they can just keep advancing and stay alive. It's just a chess game for them. And we have to stand up to that task right now of ensuring and making sure that these political machinations of this destruction that is actually being, meted on our nation, on the different states, is stopped. Look at what is happening in Edo State. It might be Edo State today, right now, but it can be your state tomorrow. You can see it in Edo State. You can see it in Rivers State. See what is going on right now. When politicians rig elections, try to force the people that people didn't vote for into power. They can only serve one person, the people who had helped them rig into power, not the people they're meant to serve. So like, share, subscribe, please, and send your comment in. What do you make of this statement that Ugochinyere made? Do you think is right? Do you think Wike is actually playing this political game to advance his own cause for that? Irrespective of the fact that this chaos is actually affecting the people of Rivers State. As always, thank you and God bless you. Speak to you in the next video. Bye for now.